Hey you guys, welcome to your 16th week at this course. This is the last week of your 4th month of education. We've covered a lot of topics, and this week we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and robots. And as usual in this Monday video, we cover some vocabulary that you will use or see or hear throughout the week. So, the first word that I want you to know is humanoid. When something is humanoid, it resembles a person, a human. Oftentimes we name something humanoid when it looks like a human being, when the appearance of it is like humans. But also we can call something humanoid when it has the character or intelligence like that of a human. You know, sometimes in the movies about aliens, you can see that aliens are humanoids because they resemble humans. They have 2 hands, 2 legs, they have a head with 2 eyes, but of a different size or shape, but simply they look like a person, not like an animal. But you know why people are inventing artificial intelligence? Because we humans are irrational. Sometimes we behave according to our emotions and feelings, but when it comes to the computers and artificial intelligence, it's always rational. So when something is irrational, it's not logical or reasonable. It has no reason. It is driven by emotions or feelings. For example, shouting at your child is an irrational decision. So if your kid did something wrong and instead of explaining what's right and what's wrong, you start screaming and shouting, that's irrational because you are driven by fear or anger or some other emotion. Another word that I want you to know is portrayed. Portrayed is derived from the word to portray, which means to describe in a particular way. Generally, a portrait is a drawing of a person's face. So if you draw someone's face on a sheet of paper or on a canvas, you portray that person. Sometimes you can portray something orally, meaning explaining that in some words, just making a picture in the head of your interlocutor, the person you're talking to. Another interesting word is state of the art. State of the art is an adjective. It's an advanced adjective, meaning something most recent and most modern, using the recent ideas and technologies. For example, you can see this word in a combination with the word robot. A state-of-the-art robot is a machine that has been developed just recently. It is the latest and newest type of technology that this robot incorporates. Next word is flaw. A flaw is generally a defect, an error, or an imperfection. Sometimes people say something is flawless. It means it is perfect, with no mistakes, with no errors, just the perfect one. Well, when something is flawed, it's the opposite. It has a lot of imperfections. You know that a robot can be your companion. Companion is another word for the word friend, a person that you can spend time with or that you can do something with. And if you don't have a lot of friends, you can hang out with robots. Probably that's going to be a part of our future, maybe in 50 or 100 years. To hang out means to spend time doing nothing in particular. So when you want to hang out with your friends or with your girlfriend or boyfriend, you just spend some time maybe outdoors, maybe in some recreational place, or just go to the cinema. Do nothing. And usually we hang out with people to get to know them better. To get to know someone or something means to become acquainted with that person or that thing, to know more about it. But you know, sometimes to get to know someone closer and better, you need to make a move. You need to do your first steps towards that person. Maybe that person is shy or not very talkative. So that's why you need to move forward. To make a move means to take action or to start doing something. It's not only used in the relationships topic, it can be also used in the topic of competition. For example, if you're playing chess, your opponent can make a move, then you need to answer that move. Or in the competition between two companies, let's say McDonald's and Burger King, one company is making a sale, that's like making a move on the market. And you've got to be prepared that your move can be turned down. Maybe your offer to go out or to hang out can be turned down. When something is turned down, or when you turn down something, it means that you reject an offer or a proposal. For example, my latest offer at our meeting was turned down. It means that you came to the meeting, you said, hey guys, let's do this. And everyone said, no, we're not going to do that. So your offer was turned down. But if at the meeting your offer wasn't turned down and you proposed a brilliant idea, your company can give you a shout out. A shout out, it's like a public thank you. When people give you a shout out or sometimes make you a shout out, it means they give credit to you for doing something. For example, we should give a huge shout out to people who invented and are developing robots right now, because it is high technology. It is the most recent and the most modern development in our science. And by the way, do you know that some robots can help you interpret things? For example, if you don't know a different language, they can translate something for you. But if you do not quite understand what is written in your own language, your robot can give it to you in simple words, which means explain you or interpret the text for you. For example, you probably have the artificial intelligence in your phone. Hey Siri, what does fog up mean?
As a noun, it means a thick cloud of tiny water droplets suspended in the atmosphere at or near the Earth's surface, which obscures or restricts visibility to a greater extent than mist, strictly reducing visibility to below 1.
But with the robots, you have to be very, very careful. For example, in the places of high humidity, humidity is the level of vapor of water in the air, usually when it's really hot. For example, in some tropical countries, the level of humidity is very high. So, when you're in a humid country, or if you store your robot in a humid room, it can fog up. Please be careful with the pronunciation. It's fog. Please say that g at the end. Fog up. To fog up means to make something become covered in a layer of fog because of the vapor. Let's imagine a car. So you are in a car driving and you have a passenger. A passenger in your car was drinking a lot of alcohol, and the windows in your car are shut. And the passenger is sleeping, but your windows are getting fogged up. It means that they are getting covered in a layer of fog, in a layer of little water dots or water drops. Or another example, sometimes people who wear glasses, especially in winter, get their glasses all fogged up. When they come into a building from cold weather into the warm weather, the glasses become wet and foggy. They cannot see anything. Or sometimes, especially nowadays, when people are wearing face masks and breathing, the glasses get fogged up too. So, what should we do when we get something fogged up? We need to grab a piece of cloth and wipe it out. To grab means to get something into your hands, to seize it, roughly and suddenly. It means that you don't just gently touch something, but you can grab someone's hand. Like, grab my hand means that you take it roughly and tightly. And sometimes when you are grabbing something, it can be suspicious, especially if you're like walking into a shop and suddenly grabbing a piece of clothing. The security might suspect that you are shoplifting, but maybe you're just in a hurry and you're in a hurry to the cash deck. So we've started with the robots and got into some philosophy, but I'm sure you've learned a lot of new words during this video, and I hope you will be using them correctly over this week. Thank you for watching this video. Enjoy your week.